Southern High Coach's Corner is service of Wymore Insurance, J&M Liquor, the Laughlin Hovitt Funeral Home, Howells Repair, and Arbor State Pharmacy.
Bigger savings are yours when you package your home or farm with your auto. Call Kelsey or Angela today at Wymore Insurance and compare your current policy. See how they can help you save money. Count on the #1 farm insurance company in Nebraska, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Call Kelsey or Angela with Wymore Insurance today and start saving. Phone 402-645-3332. That's 402-645-3332.
J&M Liquor in Wymore is your stop for everything you need heading into the weekend. Cold beer, tobacco products, hard liquor, all of it is in stock when you need it. Your wine, beer, and spirits store, open until 10 every night and until midnight Friday and Saturday on the south side of Wymore. Just cold beer and hard liquor. That's J&M Liquor in Wymore, proud supporter of Southern Athletics.
The Laughlin Hovitt Funeral Home in Wymore has been serving southeast Nebraska for many years and is pleased to be of help in your time of need. It's been their endeavor to come to your aid with the utmost quickness in your funeral arrangements. They've been proud to serve you in the past and are pleased to help bring you this broadcast. Laughlin Hovitt Funeral Home in Wymore, funeral arrangements and understanding is what you'll receive. Laughlin Hovitt Funeral Home in Wymore, a proud part of the community.
Welcome into the Southern Raiders Coach's Corner program, joined today by boys basketball head coach Drake Adams. Coach, you're coming off I'll use air quotes, quote-unquote, winter break for your team, which you've picked up 3 wins in the last 4 games. How do you feel the team's playing here as you start 2026?
Yeah, we're definitely playing better than we started out, getting better every game. Finally got some wins under our belt, so that feels nice.
Yeah, we talked about early on, with the young team especially, just kind of keeping the morale up, I guess, is what I'll use, as these wins kind of helped boost that a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely see it like with practices and stuff. Their confidence is just gaining more and more every practice that we have and every game that we do win. I can just see that our kids want to keep winning. So they come in to practices and show how hard they want to work and how good that they want to be.
And for your team, too, as well, we talked about it, a lot of freshmen on this season, but Pax Adams has been offensively a big bright spot for you guys. How much is he kind of the, catalyst of this team to settle things down when things aren't maybe going quite right?
Yeah, so he actually is our only returner from last year's varsity team, and he's helped the younger guys out a ton, just being a leader and just kind of being like the floor general out there, letting them know like what we should be doing, stuff like that. He's kind of another coach that I have out on the floor just to help me a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you need those players that kind of take the onus. And in your wins, too, they haven't been blowout wins. I'll say, you got Weeping Water by 20, but HTRS, it was a 6-point win, and then Weeping Water, again, a 4-point win. So just, being able to come out of those tight games with a victory, how important is that, to say, hey, when we're in close games, this is how we need to compete and play?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome just to see what we can do with those, because actually 2 of those wins we were losing at halftime. The HRS one, we were actually down about 14 at halftime, and they don't come into halftime down on themselves or anything. They really just kind of gather each other, and then I come in and tell them what we got to do to win the game, and they've pulled through twice now. So it's good to see them winning games that they're losing at halftime, coming back and being able to pull a win out.
Well, and having that onus as themselves with a bunch of freshmen, how, beneficial is that as you see this program build in the next couple of years, that they're taking those steps forward to, not get too far down on themselves when they're down at halftime or, in contest?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see, just because they know that we're not going to win every single game this year right away. So they know that what we have to do to win, and if we lose, when we do all of that we have to do to win, it's really like, what are you going to do about it? They're on to the next game after that, which is kind of good to see.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that mentality, especially in a long basketball season. Just, hey, you know what, one game at a time, move on to the next one. And we talk about the next one. You guys have a busy schedule this week, starting off with Freeman on Tuesday, a tough team in the Falcons there. What do you want to see from your boys in that home contest to, be competitive against a solid squad?
Yeah, I just talked to them about going out giving their all while they're on the court. If you're not on the court, giving your all on the bench to what you can do, and playing to our strengths, limiting our mistakes, and just seeing how the game goes from there.
Yeah, all good positive things to talk about like we have all season long. And then, of course, 2 more games too, Extra Milligan Friend, then Wilbur Claytonia, and then you guys are going to get, ready for the Medecus tournament. What are you kind of looking at in practice in terms of preparing this team for that tournament and the rest of the year?
Really right now, being so young, I just harp on effort, intensity in practices is important to me. Always competing, being leaders to each other instead of getting down for no specific reasons, but anything like that. Just the little things like that. I feel like being so young, that's just the most important way to get these guys. We're going to win games if we give effort, go all out at all times, even through those mistakes eventually,
Well, and I think you summed it up there. You can have all the athletic ability in the world, but if you're not a good teammate, if you're not doing those little things, I guess it really does kind of rear its head when stuff comes up. Again, talking here with Drake Adams, head coach of the Southern Raiders boys basketball team. Drake, I do appreciate your time again this week. Best of luck in your 3 games here this week, and we'll chat here in a couple more as the season rolls through.
All righty. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Looking for a mechanic you can trust? Come to Howell's Auto Repair of Wymore, a family-owned business dedicated to keeping you on the road. With service to all makes and models, Howell's offers reliable automotive repair you can count on. From routine maintenance to major fixes, Howell's has the experience and care you deserve. And farmers, when you need a hydraulic hose replaced, Howell's can get you back up and running. Call them today at 402-620-3422 and let Howell's Auto Repair in Wymore keep your vehicle running right.
When you get right down to it, being in good health is always the goal. Arbor State Pharmacy in Wymore is here along the way with the things you need to stay in good health. Whether it's getting to know you or delivering to you. In the Wymore Blue Springs area, they pride themselves on reliable service and a friendly smile. No insurance? No problem. Arbor State Pharmacy has some of the lowest generic prices around. Stop in and talk with Jeremy, your hometown pharmacist, today. Arbor State Pharmacy in downtown Wymore, at the root of good health.
Southern High Coach's Corner is service of Wymore Insurance, J&M Liquor, the Laughlin Hovitt Funeral Home, Howell's Repair, and Arbor State Pharmacy.